Hello everybody, welcome to this fun Harry Potter mystical tarot mashup. So we're going to have sort of a mixture of the Harry Potter universe in this adventure reading and a little bit of mysticism and the metaphysical. So we have 4 little adventures that you can go on, and what you're going to do first, and I'll hold them up in a moment so that you can see them more clearly. You're going to choose which one of these owls that you would like to be delivering your invitation to Hogwarts. And then before you head off to Hogwarts, of course, you're going to need to get your wand. So we'll find out what type of wand it is that you end up with and why that is the wand that is best for you. When you get to Hogwarts, you'll get sorted into your house and you'll find out why you're in this house. You'll meet your Patronus and you'll also learn why this is the Patronus that is connected to you. And then, as she does, Professor Trelawney will surprise you with probably an unwanted prophetic vision of your future to come. And then finally, you will learn a spell that you will need to be utilizing in your upcoming future. So that is the little adventure that is before you. If you want to choose the first option, it's this teal colored owl. And you can just use the timestamp below to go directly to your own little adventure. This is sort of a mauve-ish, kind of a light brown owl. That's the second reading. Again, just use the timestamp. This is, what would you call this? Sort of a lime green owl. And we have a white owl. All right. So go ahead and choose your option, and then I will meet you at your Harry Potter adventure. All right, hello to everyone who chose this first little adventure reading, who chose the Teal Owl. Let's get started first. You chose the Teal Owl. The Teal Owl has delivered your invitation to Hogwarts, but you need to get your wand first. So let's see what wand it is that you have. Okay, yours has a unicorn hair core, and it's made of elder. The wood itself is elder. And it says here, elder wands are the most rare and are notoriously difficult to master. They often choose remarkable masters. And the core is unicorn hair, known for creating reliable wands that rarely experience blockages. Extremely loyal and moralistic, these wands are exceptionally difficult to use when practicing dark arts. Unicorn hair may also produce less powerful magic than other substances and can die and need replacing if not properly handled. So you are someone who is a master of magic, but you're someone who doesn't really have a strong desire to practice the dark arts. You like to keep it light and stay in the light, perhaps. Again, we're doing a little bit of a mystical matchup here. Perhaps you are a light worker. But I'm also going to pull a couple of tarot cards here and get sort of a message from your wand about why it's connected to you. Why is this the wand that you have manifested into your existence versus any other type of wand that you could have? This is the Everyday Witch Tarot. Okay, 7 of Pentacles. You're someone who you want to create a life of abundance. You're a hardworking person, and so it does say that the Elder Wands are rare and notoriously difficult to master, and you like that. You like the challenge of it because you understand that although it might be more difficult to master this particular wand, the results, the harvest that you will reap, the rewards of mastering it will be very abundant. And again, you may be someone who especially likes to utilize magic in creating and manifesting abundance and prosperity in your life. Okay, 8 of Wands. Yes, you like the fact, I mean, it's just reiterating, you like the fact that this wand is difficult. This wand is fussy. It's all over the place. But you feel that this is a wand that you can do good things with, and you value that as well. That, you know, it's also, you know, you want to be doing things that are morally good. You know, you're like Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. You just have a really good heart, and you don't put up with evil. You know, you're not afraid to confront evil or bad, but you're not going to be confronting it with dark arts yourself. You're going to be confronting it with the light. And so I think you like the strong will that this wand has, because you're also someone who has a strong will yourself. All right. Okay, so let's see. So we're going to put on the sorting hat on you, and we're going to see which house you're going to end up with. Now, I know people get really attached to the houses that they already feel that they are should belong to. So remember, this is just for fun, and of course you can watch the other readings too. But which house does the sorting hat think that you should be in? Slytherin. So this is very interesting because, you know, Slytherins are generally people who are comfortable with darkness. And you have chosen a slightly different path. I think that you are not afraid of confronting darkness, right? And I keep getting reminded of Dorothy from Wizard in the Oz because of this, you know, witch with the tornado in the background. So I think, like Dorothy, you're not afraid of the shadow element that exists in life. You know, you won't back down from that, right? And you're very determined. Again, I get, you know, ambition comes up very strong here with the Seven of Pentacles as well. I think that you are probably someone who has had to put a lot of effort into succeeding in life. And so you may be in Slytherin partly because of that extreme ambition. You are very ambitious. You're very smart about how to get ahead in life, but you're not going to take advantage of anyone in order to do that. Let's see a little bit more. Why is she drawn to Slytherin? She or he, or they, the person viewing this reading. You know, because you're sort of, you're up for anything. You're up for an adventure. Maybe there's a part of your heart that just feels that the Slytherin house can open certain doorways for you as well. Again, because you have that ambition. It could be sort of like a networking thing, you know. You don't want to be practicing the dark arts, but you know that many Slytherins actually, you know, they have found ways of achieving wealth. And I think that that is something that you want for yourself. And, you know, you are someone who has a lot of love to give. You have a lot of love for yourself. And so you don't have this need of, you don't have to have your house being a representative of your goodness. You know that you're a good person. So I think that's basically it. You know, you already know that you're a good person. So, and I think maybe you bring that good-heartedness into the Slytherin house as well, because it is a little bit lacking, of course, in that house. All right. So who is your Patronus? Who is your Patronus? Your Patronus is the horse. And in terms of tarot, we have the Eight of Wands coming up twice here. I think you're a quick mover. You are someone, you can be patient and determined in reaching your ambitions, but you're also someone who likes a lot of excitement. You like to make things move quickly in your life, if at all possible. And then in terms of your Patronus, the horse is symbolic of freedom. And again, with the horse and the Fool card here, yes, you like to be free. That may be part of what draws you to the Slytherin house as well. You know, you're like, well, I'm free to be whoever I want. If I'm a contradiction, that's fine. I'm this loving person. I'm a light worker. But I also am drawn to the Slytherin house because I'm extremely cunning and ambitious. I really want to accomplish things in life. I'm excited about achieving my accomplishments in life. Interesting. All right, so you know how Professor Trelawney likes to give unsolicited prophecies, right? So she's going to be doing that for you as well today. So let's see what it is she says to you. So we have the 11th house of friends, 2nd house of owning, and Jupiter abundance. Yes, Professor Trelawney is predicting, in fact, that you have been sorted into the correct house in order to achieve these this prosperity, this abundance. So she is saying, yes, you have aligned yourself with beneficial friendships that will lead you to great ownership and profound wealth. Well, that's very interesting. Thank you, Professor Trelawney. And the last thing that we're going to get for you is a spell. This is a spell that you're going to need to be using in your life shortly. And it is Fumos, or Fumos, I guess. And it's a conjuration spell, and it's to create a defensive cloud of smoke, a smoke screen spell. So I think that you are going to be perhaps up to no good in the upcoming future, and you might need to, obviously you're a light worker, you're very good-hearted, but you're doing something that you don't want people to know about. And so this is a spell that can kind of give you a bit of a smoke screen. Let's learn a little bit more about why you're going to be using this spell. Oh, I think that there's something going to be coming up in your love life, and it might be something that you want to keep quiet because you want it to proceed slowly and cautiously. So you may be getting involved with someone soon, but you don't want everyone gossiping about it. You don't want it to get ruined through everyone having so much to say and so much input. You kind of want the two of you to be able to progress a little bit more in private. So you can use this spell to give yourself a little bit of that privacy. And then we have the Ace of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, I think it's because you feel that there is potential, significant potential with this person. You're very attracted to them. You want this to go somewhere. You feel confident that it will, but at the same time, you're not sure. You know that the attraction is very strong, but you're just like, well, I'm not really sure what's going to happen here. And so if it doesn't work out, I don't want people to be talking about that as well. So I want it to get, I think you're thinking that you want it to get a bit more solid than it currently is in this relationship. And maybe it may not even be a relationship at first, but maybe you're just talking to them or dating them, and you just want it to get a little bit more substance, to get a little bit more solid before you make it public. So that's what I'm getting. I hope that you enjoyed this little reading. Some of you may be here because you're just fans of Harry Potter. Maybe you're not even people who normally watch tarot reading videos. Let me know in the comments why, if you're new to my channel, what brought you to this reading. I thought this was something fun to do for Halloween, so I really hope that you enjoyed it. I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome to everyone who chose the second owl. This, I don't know if it's mauve, it's sort of a light brown, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, who chose this owl to deliver your invitation to Hogwarts. Now that your invitation has been received, it's time to get ready to go to Hogwarts. And of course, the first thing you're going to need to do is go get your wand. And we're going to see what kind of wand that you have. And also, we'll figure out why this is the particular wand that you are drawn to. So yours is a pine wand, and it says it's well suited to non-verbal spells. It always selects an individualistic owner. All right, and then we have phoenix feather. Phoenix feathers, it's just going to be the core of it. Phoenix feathers are the rarest type of wand core. They have the ability to produce the greatest range of magic and are known to act on their own accord, a trait that many witches and wizards are not fond of. But you're very individualistic, so you're okay with that. Phoenix core wands are also known to be the most finicky when choosing their wizard and can be difficult to master. Okay, so this wand chose you for a particular reason. It really liked you. It likes the fact that you are a very individualistic person, and you might be someone who, you could be someone who likes the fact that the wand can sort of act on its own, act of its own accord, because sometimes you might have an intention in your head that, of course, is nonverbal. You're not speaking it, And you like the fact that this wand assists you in manifesting your intentions without you having to speak the words. You might be a bit of a quiet person, or just someone who doesn't like to talk a lot as well. Let's see what else. Why is this the wand that chose you? Why did this wand choose you? Okay. We have the Chariot, and then we have the Queen of Cups. I kind of felt like you felt these are both kind of, in terms of tarot, this is the Queen of Cups is the water element, and the Chariot is associated with the sign of Cancer. You kind of just felt like home to this wand. And I think it's just for the reasons that I already mentioned, but I feel like this wand, it almost felt, you know, when it saw you, it almost just felt like you were family, in a sense. Perhaps you are a bit of a phoenix yourself. You could be someone who goes through these moments when life really changes, and you find yourself maybe often at a crossroads in life where you're choosing a new direction, and it's like a rebirth into a new way of living. And I think that, and you're very individualistic. You like to do things your own way. I think this wand is very impressed with that aspect of your personality. Yes, we have the Queen and the King of Cups. It could also be that, you know, Phoenix Feather could be a wand core that runs in your family. You know, maybe many of your family members have this wand core. Wow. Yeah, this one just felt such a strong, very personal connection. You are going to have such a personal connection with your wand that it will be able to perform magic with, like, almost like reading your mind. This wand will read your mind, and it will perform magic for you. So, wow, it just really knows you. And we have the Five of Swords and the Judgment card. Yeah, your approach to life is individualistic in such a way that sometimes you come across as quite off-putting to other people, but you have this individualism because you are meant to sort of lead people in a new direction in life. And you are someone who leads not necessarily with your words, because I think in some cases your words just don't come across very well. You don't... Sometimes you get stuck trying to verbalize your thoughts in a way that are, you know, well received. You may be someone who communicates better in nonverbal ways, perhaps through music or some sort of artistry or something like that. In any case, I feel that this wand wants to help assist you in this purpose of leading people down this new innovative path that you can lead them down as this individualist, right? Doing things your own way, you can show other people how to do things in a new way that is different from the status quo. And this one just really understands you as a person, and it understands your mission. So that's beautiful. All right, so now that we're at Hogwarts with our wonderful wand, let's see which house you end up in. We've got the sorting hat here. We're going to put the sorting hat on and see that you are a Hufflepuff. Wow, with all of this watery stuff, of all of the, I would say if I had to pick an element for each of the houses, Hufflepuff would definitely be the watery house. You're loyal, kind, and dedicated. And you have, it's to the point that even your wand is just loyal and dedicated to you because it returns that favor. But we're going to ask a little bit more about it. What is it, you know, you're meant to be utilizing these qualities of being loyal, kind, and dedicated. My goodness, this tape is sticking to me. So, you know, what are you meant to be doing in life with these qualities? You're meant to be a great success. I think that you can learn, again, she's not speaking right. You learn to kind of be a success story, someone that people look up to in life, even though you do it without doing a lot of talking. You know, you just have a powerful influence on people. You're going to really succeed in life. With the Six of Wands and the World card, you are meant to fulfill a wonderful destiny for yourself. And it is because you are not afraid of really connecting in a very deep emotional way to people. you know, the Death card, I know it looks a little foreboding if you're not used to the tarot, but it's related to the sign of Scorpio, and Scorpio is also a water sign, and a sign that is very about like getting to know people at the soul level, like forming really deep bonds to the point that you're comfortable sharing your darkest secrets, your deepest, darkest secrets with each other. You can reveal things, you know, painful things or secrets, things that you've experienced in your life, thoughts, beliefs, because you have such a strong bond that you know that there's this loyalty and trust between you and the other person. And it is your ability to connect to people in such a profound, deep, and bonded way, soul-bonded way, that you will be extremely successful and very well liked and very popular in life. All right. So next, let's see who your Patronus is. Your Patronus is a raven. So this is interesting. I think that you are a very intelligent person, and your Patronus, now the raven might seem like kind of a small Patronus, but I feel like your Patronus comes to you at times when you feel anxious, when you feel, you know, caught up in anxiety and you can't see the forest for the trees, and your nervousness, your worry is sort of holding you back. Let's get a little bit more information here. When you're in that kind of a position, that's when your raven Patronus likes to come in and support you. Yes, because you're meant to live such a beautiful and wonderful life, and the raven likes to remind you, you know, that all is well. All is well. All will be well. Your destiny is to have a very fulfilling life, especially in terms of your interpersonal and emotional connections to other people. All right. Now, you know how Professor Trelawney gave that very spontaneous prophetic reading to Harry at one point in the Harry Potter series. I don't remember which book it happened in, but she's going to do something similar to you. So she's going to give you a spontaneous prophetic reading that you didn't ask for, but it might be actually very profound and helpful. So the first card here is Chiron, healing. And then we have the earth element, stability. And we have a grand trine, blessings. Okay. I think that you are going to be someone who has a profound healing effect on other people, because you've taken certain qualities within yourself that might come across as a little bit awkward to other people, right? The fact that maybe you're a little bit more quiet. You do things in your own way. You march to the beat of your own drummer. And, you know, there are going to be people who bully you because of that, or have bullied you. They just won't understand you, right? But this will be a quality that actually leads you to become someone who has a profound healing presence on other people. And it is through this path of becoming a healer of some sort that you will gain your financial prosperity in life. Your stability in life will be gained through becoming some sort of healing practitioner. Now, we can be healers in a variety of different ways. You can be a Reiki master. You can be a doctor, a nurse. You can even be a tarot reader as a form of healing. You can do massage. You can aromatherapy. There are so many ways of healing other people. I think you're someone who, even your very presence has a healing effect on others. But with this earth element and grand trine blessings, you know, you are most likely going to be turning this into a profession that will that will gain you a very abundant income. You'll be very financially blessed because of this. So the last thing that you're going to learn is a spell that you will need to use in your upcoming life. So this spell will prepare you so that you'll be ready when it's time. And it says, point me. And it's to use the wand as a compass. All right. So there will be something coming up in your life where you don't know which direction to turn in. Should I go this way? Should I go that way? And this spell will help you when you approach that crossroads in life. Can we get any more guidance about that? Is there anything else that the viewer needs to know about that moment? Yeah, I think that you've been kind of waiting for some sort of moment to arise in your life. You've been waiting for this moment of change. You've kind of been wanting this crossroads because you're wanting to choose a new path. You've been waiting for the moment when you can choose something new. You're a little bit tired with the way that your life has been. You want a new pathway. And so life is going to be giving it to you soon. And you will have to decide, which way should I go? And utilizing this spell will give you that clarity that you seek. Of course, there are other ways to gain clarity as well, going into prayer and meditation, getting quiet and in touch with yourself, journaling, all of those things. So you might be finding that clarity in a variety of different ways, but this is just to let you know that when this moment does come to you, this crossroads that you've actually been hoping for, you've been hoping for a change, you've been hoping for an opportunity to choose something different. You will be given that opportunity, and you'll know which way to turn when that moment comes. All right. So thank you so much, guys. I really hoped you enjoyed this unique, different take on a pick a card reading. Let me know if you're new to my channel, how you found me, or why you were drawn to this. Are you just a Harry Potter fan who's never even watched a tarot video before? I'm wondering if I get anyone like that. But regardless, if you're new or returning, let me know what you thought about this unique little reading. So, all right, thanks guys so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. All right, hello to everyone who chose this little green owl, the third owl. Let's see about you. So your owl has delivered your invitation to Hogwarts, and of course you need to get your supplies before you go. And one of the things you're going to do is go and see which wand is going to choose you. And I had this little slip of paper that fell out of one of the piles, and I wasn't sure which one. But your wand, I don't remember what Harry's wand core was, but your wood is going to be the same as Harry's. It's holly. And it says it's well suited for those prone to emotional outbursts, so that's probably part of why this wand was drawn to you. It often selects a master who must undergo a perilous quest. Well, I hope you're ready for that. We also have Dragon Heartstring, and it says, unsurprisingly, a wand with a core from such a powerful creature also produces the most powerful forms of magic. Another advantage is its ability to learn quickly and bond well with its owner, even a new one. However, it should also be known that Dragon Heartstring is the most temperamental of the three Supreme Core wands, and therefore most likely to produce accidents. So you are maybe someone who has a lot of accidents or mishaps in life, but you're very plucky, you keep on going. You're not afraid of adventure, you're not afraid of danger. And you are someone who will probably need to produce powerful forms of magic in order to survive these, this perilous quest that is before you. So let's see, is there anything else that this wand wants to tell you about why it chose you in particular? Ooh, you are a very strong wizard. You are very strong, and so this wand chose you because of your courage. You're very courageous, and you see she's just casually flipping her wand and like controlling this tornado behind her like it's no big deal. This is who you are. You're not afraid of anything. This wand is not afraid of anything. This wand is like, we are a perfect match. Let's do it. Let's take this perilous quest together. All right, so once you get to Hogwarts, of course, you're going to get sorted into your house. So let's see. I kind of have an intuition, and I don't know myself. I already know what the first two stacks ended up being. I have an intuition of what you might be, but who knows? Let's see what house you end up in. Yes, you're going to be ending up in Gryffindor. And I promise I did not set these up beforehand, but it just makes so much sense with, the strength card is related to courage. On every strength card, almost, it's a woman taming a lion. Of course, that takes bravery, just to do it, and to do it so casually. You're not afraid of anything. You're brave, you have nerve, and you're chivalrous. You will stand up for what you believe is right and fair. All right, so you are a Gryffindor, like Harry, and you also have, I don't know what his core is. Some of you are super Harry Potter nerds, and you will know, so let me know in the comments. But that's your wand, and why it chose you, and that's which house you are and why. So let's also see what your Patronus is. Your Patronus, whoa, I mean, you saw me shuffle these cards. These other ones, I stacked them up beforehand, but you have the Strength card twice, so you are extra super brave. And so your Patronus here is the Ox. The Ox is very strong, it's very powerful, and it can pull a great deal of weight. So likewise, you are someone who can pull your weight in life and then some. You can take on significant burdens, perhaps perilous burdens in life. Harry led a very burdened life as well. He had a difficult childhood, obviously, and yet he had enough strength of character to still succeed and do tremendous things with his life. So likewise, so will you, and the Ox will be there to help be a source of strength to you as your Patronus. So that's beautiful. All right. And you also remember in Harry Potter the moment when Professor Trelawney gave this spontaneous prophecy to Harry. She's going to do the same to you. She's going to give you a prophecy, and so we're going to see what that is. We have the part of fortune, increase, Venus, love, and destiny. So Professor Trelawney is telling that you are fated to meet your true love. You will be. It is your destiny. It is your destiny to meet and marry your true love. There is nothing that will get in the way of this happening. It is just written in the stars. This will happen. So if this is something that you're worried about, the prophecy is that it will definitely happen. And it will happen because the two of you are meant to come together for a purpose that you bring fortune into both of your lives. And I also feel that the two of you may be twin flames or higher level soulmates, but I think that you're meant to help bring about the ascension. You have a twin flame mission, some sort of significant mission that you're supposed to accomplish together. And I say this because the symbol for the part of fortune in astrology is also the symbol for spirit into matter. And this is like bringing heaven into earth. So I think that you and your partner will be doing that. You will be helping to bring about ascension. You'll be raising the vibration of the collective. And your profound love for each other that will magnetize and bring you all together into each other's lives and into union is part of what helps to manifest and support you in fulfilling that mission. So what a beautiful prophecy. She can be a little odd sometimes, but we can't, say anything bad about Trelawney for giving us that message, right? So the last thing that we're going to do here is get a spell. You're going to learn a spell that you're going to need coming up in your life. So what is this spell? Libra Corpus. It's a counter spell, and it's used to counteract Levicorpus, resulting in a target's body no longer being suspended in the air. So, in tarot, this kind of reminds me of, being suspended in the air. It kind of reminds me of the Hanged Man card in tarot, especially where it says here, in the Half-Blood Prince, Harry uses this spell on Ron after he had tested out Levicorpus, which hoisted Ron in the air by the ankle, which is how the Hanged Man hangs, by the ankle as well. So I think that you're going to be needing this spell. Remember, this is sort of a metaphysical mashup, so it's a little bit of a metaphor here. But you may be encountering a situation, or maybe you are already in this feeling of being kind of stuck in life, or stuck in a certain situation, not really being able to see clearly. You're trying very hard to gain a better perspective of this situation where you feel stuck. But you don't have it yet, and so you can't free yourself of some sort of situation or limitation. Something feels stuck, or you feel held back from proceeding in some area of your life. So you're learning this spell in a metaphorical sense so that you will be able actually to free yourself of that stuckness and move forward in life. And we'll just get a few more cards for you to see. Is there anything else about this spell, about this stuckness and all of that? Okay. It's you're going to be, you probably feel stuck in your love life, and you most likely are doubting this prophecy that we have here. My light just went off. The battery went out on it, so that's why it got dark all of a sudden. But yeah, I mean, I think that it's just saying that this is true, what I'm saying. You are feeling very doubtful that you will meet your soulmate, your twin flame, etc., that you'll find this true love, and you feel very stuck about that, and it's hard for you to see the way forward when it comes to that part of your life. But you will be seeing more clearly. Things are going to change, and it'll make you much happier. Oh yes, you're going to realize that that this prophecy is in fact true, that Trelawney gave to you very soon. You'll be able to look at things in a new way, and you'll have this renewed faith and optimism in your love life. It may even be that you'll meet the person very soon, but at the very least, your perspective on it is going to change, and you're not going to feel so stuck and held back in regards to your love life. All right, so let me know how you thought about this reading. Did you enjoy this? I hope that you're enjoying Halloween, and I want to thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. All right, welcome to everybody who chose the beautiful white owl to bring your invitation to Hogwarts. Now, we have to get you ready to go to Hogwarts, and so you're going to have to go get your wand. So first, let's find out which wand is drawn to you and why. And you are an unusual person, because at Ollivander's store, he only sells 3 kinds of wand cores: unicorn hair, dragon heartstring, and what was the other one? I can't remember now, but in any case, he doesn't sell any of these other ones. So you decided to kind of do things your own way. You've gone to an independent seller, and you specifically have chosen the wand core of thestral hair. What does this mean? Well, if you are able to use thestral hair in your wand, it means that you have seen a thestral, and in order to see a thestral, you have had to have witnessed death before. So now remember, this is just a fun reading. I don't want it to get too depressing or anything. You may not have witnessed actual death before, but maybe you've experienced death in a really profound, significant way in your life. And this wand core also makes you nearly invincible. So you will need to be nearly invincible for some reason. It could be that there are a lot of people out to get you, and you just have to protect yourself. The wood itself is rowan, and it says it produces especially strong defensive charms. It chooses witches and wizards with a strong sense of morals. Okay, so you are going to be someone who really needs to be able to defend yourself and be invincible, or at least nearly invincible for some reason. Let's find out. Let's see if we can find out a little bit more. I'm using the Everyday Witch Tarot for this. Okay, I think that you come from a fairly happy family life, or you're just a very family-oriented person. But yes, you've experienced some sort of death in your family, I feel. Yeah. Oof, death and 10 of Swords. So there was some sort of death in a close family member, and I've experienced this as well. I know this is a little bit difficult to talk about, and I know you wanted to watch an adventure reading, not something that was so depressing, but yeah, I mean, this has been quite painful for you, and this, of course, is why this sword was drawn to you. There is a desire for this one to protect you, because it doesn't want you to experience this level of pain again. It wants to protect you against that pain. So I think you're going to have a very personal connection to your wand also. All right, so let's get you sorted into your house. You are in Ravenclaw. Wisdom, creativity, and acceptance. Yeah, this is very interesting. Okay, so you are a Ravenclaw. Now remember, I know people get attached, so if you feel like you're something other than a Ravenclaw, do not worry, this is just for fun. But of course, you're very intelligent and wise, so what is it about those qualities and skills that you're going to need to do with your life? What are you going to need to apply your intelligence to most? You are someone who's going to have to move beyond difficult situations. You're going to have disappointing emotional situations in your life. It may be something that repeats for you, and you'll have to kind of pick yourself up and be strong enough to move on. You'll have to have the wisdom to deal with those situations, and to know that, you know, I have to move on from a difficult situation. I don't know exactly what will happen as I move on, But I trust that life will provide me with a little bit of a landing pad at the very least. Yeah, I think that you might be someone who, you're very wise. I think you're very loving, but sometimes you might feel a little bit alone in life. You know, maybe a little bit, you tend to be a bit isolated from other people. I feel that you are very intelligent, but maybe when it comes to your emotions, you struggle a little bit. And it's because you've been through so much difficulty in your life. So naturally, this is a more difficult area of life for you. But your intelligence is going to help you to handle all of these difficult emotional situations in life. You are so profoundly wise. And in fact, the hard times in life help to increase that wisdom that you have. All right. So I think that you're actually a source of comfort and strength for other people, because I think you are going to experience or have experienced greater difficulty in your life than the average person. And so when people see that you can just go ahead and carry on and just be okay regardless, it's very inspiring to them, and it does give them a source of comfort. All right, so let's see who your Patronus is. Your Patronus is the hermit crab. So this is interesting because I was saying that you were someone who, I sorted these not looking at the cards, but I was saying that you're someone who might sort of isolate a little bit. So the hermit crab, yeah, I mean, you're someone who sort of retreats into your shell a little bit, and this is why the Patronus is your guide. But if you're familiar with tarot, this card is also representative of the Two of Cups. So even though you're someone who sort of isolates, this Patronus wants to work with you and come to you in times when you really just need that extra boost of support in order to feel more connected to other people. I think that's a little bit difficult for you because you tend to sort of isolate yourself, but we all need people, right? Your Patronus is this hermit crab because it helps you to navigate those two aspects of who you are. Yes, you're kind of a loner perhaps, but no man or woman or person is an island, right? And this hermit crab wants you to be able to be both. You know, you can be a bit of a loner or an introvert, but you can also be someone who has fulfilling, loving, supportive connections with other people. So that's beautiful. What a wonderful Patronus to have. I know hermit crab seems like pretty small for a Patronus. I chose these cards randomly from the tarot deck, but from this Animal Totem tarot deck, but I don't know. I like the idea of it, and I definitely like the message that it brings. Okay, so maybe in the actual Harry Potter verse, hermit crab wouldn't be a Patronus, but for you, it works. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is get a unsolicited prophecy from Professor Trelawney. You know how she likes to do that. So let's see what she has to say. What prophecy does she have? Black Moon Lilith, mystery. Oh my, Saturn truth. Yes, you're someone who has definitely experienced some hardship. And fire element desire. Okay. She is telling you that, okay, there are some difficult things that have happened to you in your life that are sort of kept a mystery to you. You don't know the whole truth. And again, I get the feeling of like a lot of difficulty, particularly in childhood for you. I think that there's something that happened in your childhood that you may know a little bit of it, but you don't know the whole story. She's telling you that someone is going to be telling you the truth about your past, something that's always been a mystery. The truth has never been completely told, but it will be told. And this is going to lead you to have some sort of strong will or desire towards, it's going to charge you up to do something with your life or in the world. Let me see here. It's going to teach you how to maybe, again, become more connected to other people. It will increase your desire. Maybe it will help you to understand why you feel so isolated or sometimes alone in life, or that it's difficult to connect with other people. So I think it's going to make you more strongly want to kind of heal that past so that you can be more connected with other people. you begin to manifest greater interpersonal connections and social support, emotional support in your life. Wow. Yes, she's telling you that when you learn the truth of your past, it will lead you forward to a new life of greater loving, supportive relationships. A truth will be revealed that will set you on the path to having the emotional support that you've always needed, that perhaps you've always felt was a bit missing in your life. So I would say that that's a beautiful message. The last part of this adventure reading is a spell. Now this is a spell that you're going to need to learn so that you can apply it to your life, because you're shortly going to be finding yourself in a situation where you will need it. Your spell is Flagrate, and it's used to create lines of fire, which can be used to write or draw in the air. The lines of fire created with this spell will remain for some time. Now remember, we're doing sort of like a mystical Potter mysticism mashup here, so I'm thinking of this spell in more metaphorical terms and what it might mean. I think that this means that you're going to be putting out some sort of creative self-expression. It could be written, it could be music, it could be art, it could be a book that you're writing, but there's something, a blog, a website, but you're going to be creating something. It's like fire that's being used to write or draw in the air in a metaphorical sense. People will see this. People will see this message that you're putting out there, and it will be very successful. It will be glowing. People can't look away from what it is you're saying, from what it is you're expressing. So if there is a particular message or artistic talent or something like that that you have been wanting to utilize more, this is telling you that this is going to happen. You're going to have some opportunity to be seen and heard and understood. People will hear what you have to say. They'll be very drawn to some sort of message that you need to reveal to the world. And it's almost like they won't be able not to see it. Anything else about this? Whoa, we have a card popping out. Yeah, you don't have to wait any longer. Perhaps you've been waiting for the magic moment where you can do this. Where you can have, it's a message that you've always wanted to be able to express in a big way where lots of people see it. And I feel with the Five of Wands reversed here, you felt like there's been a lot of hang-ups or obstacles or something like that. Or maybe you've also felt that people wouldn't agree with this message. They wouldn't understand it. They would argue against it or something. And so you may have held it back for that reason. But you're learning how to be peaceful with that and say, well, we're not all the same, but that's okay. I have a message. The Hierophant is a teacher. I'm a teacher. I have a message to bring to the world, and I am going to bring it, and people are going to hear it. All right? Wow. So this Flagrate spell will help you to create that moment. You will do this. You will speak, and the world will listen. So guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this reading. I hope you found it to be fun. Let me know in the comments, and I want to thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.